Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A frigid and a few flakes mixed in for your holiday. Thank you for joining us, and a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm Krista Boehm. Hopefully you're staying warm with them tonight. And let's check in with Hutch Johnson right away. And tonight, Hutch, we could expect more flakes by chance tonight?
Well, we have those postcard-type flakes floating down here through the Fargo-Moorhead area this evening and across the central Red River Valley. Taking a look at our radar right now, we see that it is picking up a few in Nelson and Grand Forks County, spreading down towards Cass County as well as northern Barnes County right now. Spotty flurries will be the rule this evening. As we take a look at the greater picture, boy, has it been a wintry day of weather across the nation's midsection. And the Twin Cities picking up 1 to 3 inches of snow in that area with ice just to the south in portions of Iowa. And look at the southern plains, flooding, rains, and ice storms taking place in the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. For the Fargo area tonight, it's windy and it's cold. We'll expect those north winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, temperatures in the teens, making it feel like single digits. So bundle up this Thanksgiving Day night. We could have a few slippery spots on the roads. Drive with care. Coming up, we're going to talk about that Black Friday forecast and another couple chances of some flaky weather in the future. I'll have details on all of that in a few moments.
All right. Thank you so much, Hutch.
You bet.
Crews are on the scene of a house fire at 11th and a half Street North in Fargo. The call came in around 4:20 this afternoon. Initial reports say there was heavy smoke coming from the home. You can continue to stick with Valley News Live and valleynewslive.com for updates on this story. The magic of Thanksgiving is alive and well in the Valley today. Hundreds of people gathered for a meal sponsored by the Northlands Rescue Mission in Grand Forks. And as Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, the only thing it takes for some people to give thanks is a roof over their head and a hot meal.
All of the folks living here at the Northlands Rescue Mission have had a tough year. Tobias Donaldson fled some troubles in Oklahoma and now finds himself broke living and working here at the mission, but at least with a goal in life.
I'm working on my GED so I could have more career opportunities in the future, and I was planning on joining the military if possible.
Even Donaldson says he has reason to give thanks today.
For good people here in Grand Forks, you know, they're pretty nice people.
And I spent my 21st birthday in the hospital.
Brooke, who suffered a traumatic brain injury in a car accident, didn't want her face on camera. She finds herself at the mission after her husband left her, but she also still finds reason to give thanks.
And so I'm grateful that there's a warm roof over my head, no bed to sleep in at night, and meals provided during the day.
Thomas Jackson is on probation, but recently got a job at a Grand Forks restaurant and also helps out at the mission.
Thankful for this place to have a roof over my head and the opportunity to do what I can for this place.
I'm just a stirrer, that's the gravy expert.
120 volunteers joined in the spirit of Thanksgiving today by cooking a full Thanksgiving dinner for mission residents and hundreds of others around Greater Grand Forks. Some of the meals were delivered to folks who were stuck at home, but hundreds more received their Thanksgiving dinner at St. Paul Church next door. Everyone received a hot meal and a place to share it with someone.
A lot of caretakers call us and they're dropping off people, things like that. A lot of elderly people will be here today, and people who just don't have family anymore for one reason or another, or it's tough to get from paycheck to paycheck sometimes and eat by yourself.
But on this Thanksgiving Day, around 600 people can give thanks to the kindness of others. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
All of the food for that meal was donated by companies and individuals. Texas Roadhouse cooked the turkeys free of charge. The rest of the meal was cooked and served by mission residents and volunteers. North Dakota Congressman Kevin Cramer says it's the perfect balance between security and compassion. He's talking about the American Safe Act of 2015. It stands for American Security Against Foreign Enemies, and it inserts the directors of the FBI, Homeland Security, and National Security directly into the refugee resettlement process. Each file must pass over the directors' desks and be personally reviewed before they can be admitted to the country.
To sign off on every refugee and certifying that they are not a terror threat. That's a standard I think that we can all live with, that demonstrates American compassion while at the same time keeping Americans safe and secure.
Representative Kramer co-sponsored the legislation that passed the House and will now head to the Senate following the holiday. While many of you have finished your Thanksgiving feast, some of you may have your eyes on the upcoming holiday sales, specifically online sales. According to the National Retail Federation, shoppers are expected to do almost half of their holiday shopping online this year. The Better Business Bureau of Minnesota and North Dakota has a list of ways to make sure you shop safely online. They recommend protecting your computer, meaning it should have the most recent updates installed for antivirus software. Stick to trustworthy websites and look for BBB's seal and other recognized trust marks on the store's website. Protect your personal information. The BBB says to read the privacy policy on the websites and visit and understand what personal information is being collected and how it will be used. To see the full list, just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Plan a sober ride or get pulled over. That's the message from police around the valley this Thanksgiving week. Yesterday was considered one of the busiest travel days of the year, and police were out in full force. According to the Minnesota State Patrol, there were 125 DWIs issued yesterday across Minnesota. In North Dakota, there have been more than 1,000 DUI arrests so far in 2015. That's according to the North Dakota Highway Patrol website. This 37th annual Thanksgiving dinner held at Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church is in the books. About 2,500 meals were served to the community. This year, Blessed Sacrament Church enlisted the help from Holy Cross Church to help with the number of Thanksgiving delivery meals. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spent the morning with volunteers as they prepared and found out what it takes to feed hundreds of people.
Just start cutting it up and getting it all into small pieces.
Usually we start the day after Thanksgiving, start preparing for the next one.
To serve the Thanksgiving feast, they use 100 turkeys, 80 cans of cranberries, 100 large cans of corn, and more than 150 pies. Organizers say it takes lots of volunteers, and they do it because it is what the holiday is all about.
The first Thanksgiving was a community celebration, and that's kind of what this is.
Blessed Sacrament's Thanksgiving dinner started 37 years ago as a youth group project, which only served 300 people. It has transformed over the years into a community-wide event. The church says they don't just serve meals to the hungry, but to everyone.
There are some groups around town that we found out are working today. The West Fargo Police Department, we've fed them turkey dinner for the last 30 years.
The dinner has grown so much over the years that Blessed Sacrament enlisted help from Holy Cross Church in West Fargo.
Yeah, it seems to keep growing.
Volunteers that turned out to prepare the turkeys or cut the pies say this dinner is very special to them.
Well, this is special to every volunteer that comes here, and we really love seeing the faces that come in here and enjoy a great meal.
It's a good feeling when you leave, you've helped somebody, because there's many of these people that don't have a Thanksgiving, or you're all by yourself.
In West Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
If you're interested in volunteering next year, the church says to call a few days ahead of time or show up on Thanksgiving morning. While some are taking in calories today, others burned them at the Burn the Bird Thanksgiving Day 5K and 10K race. More than 600 runners laced up their shoes and participated in the run. And although burning calories was an added bonus, it was also for a good cause, with a portion of the proceeds going towards the YMCA Livestrong training program for cancer survivors and the Great Plains Food Bank.
I'm a guy that's been running a lot all his life, so I've been doing races like that, and I partner with the YMCA. I like to partner with nonprofits. Every event that I do, I partner with a nonprofit. It's just something that is really important to me.
This is the third annual Burn the Bird race. Winter wedding